Alright, this should be good. Should be good. I don't know if it's gonna stay good, but let's see if I can shoot this game. Yeah, my ISP has just been. Oh, god damn. P90 with the scope, secret meta. Kind of worked real well, actually. Secret meta. Yeah, my internet has just been really bad lately. There's nothing I can do about it. I urge everyone to refresh, though, because when the stream goes down super heavily like that, you end up getting really delayed if you don't refresh the tab. So, you'll be like 30 seconds behind. So, give it a little refresh, everything will be good. I think I don't know. It seemed to fix really abruptly when I switched to Twitch servers, so maybe my ISP just has a hard time connecting to like certain things right now. I don't fucking know. But I mean, it seems a bit better now. I mean, it seems like mostly fine. But my connection in game is also fine now, so I'm not sure. Didn't get a great resort spawn. I could go resort late though. If I go, if it is nighttime, there actually might not be that many people with night vision. People might not stick around in this raid for very long. I could just go to resort and then just hit up like the bottom parts of resort. Or I could just hit it up really late, to be fair. Because this is like a half day, half night raid, right? I don't think that many people are going to be... I mean, they'll be looting it, for sure, but... To be fair, they don't really care about it being nighttime inside the resort, so they probably won't leave resort. Good point. Any med bags in here? Med bags. H2O2? Syringes, please? This is not giving me good vibes for how long this is gonna take. Not ideal. Maybe we just loot some stuff and leave. I need extracts on shoreline, to be fair. We just loot some stuff and leave. He's fucking letting it rip out there, man. I mean, the thing is that I hit up all the med bags. And I just didn't get a good resort spawn. You know what I mean? Whereas if I get a good resort spawn, I mean, I can get like fuck tons of the shit I need in one run. You know what I mean? I can get like probably like 4 syringes, 4 H2O2 in one run. But I think if I just don't get a resort spawn, I just loot up, get a full backpack, and then just leave. And then just go again. Because shoreline is so spawn dependent now, I feel like. I mean, it used to be before too, don't get me wrong. But like, it's like, I don't know, it feels worse. But to be fair, I didn't play resort that much in the past, so maybe it's just that, you know, I'm seeing the problem more now. I'm not sure. But I mean, I looted the 6 med bags here. Didn't get lucky. I think we just extract, to be honest. And then just go again and see if I get a good resort spawn. If I do, then we'll get tons of the shit we need. Funny, actually, I saw a Reddit post. Somebody was like, oh, you know, the P90, the only problem with it is that the loading time is so bad, so, you know, make sure you bring a secondary, you know, for if you run out of ammo. I'm like, motherfucker, just bring more mags. You know what I mean? Bring a secondary. Shit, that's that's more expensive than just bringing like 7 more magazines. You might as well just bring more. What's the point of a secondary? I'd rather just have an extra weapon or like extra ammo, and have like a whole extra weapon you have to switch to and shit, and have ammo for. Somebody suggested like a sawed-off. Sawed-off doesn't sound that bad. Only 2 spare mags. Them's the rules. What's up, man? How you doing? I got a key. What key is this? Operating room key. Key to that opens the operating room with broadcasting equipment located somewhere at the water treatment. Oh shit! This actually might be a really good key. That actually might be a really good key. I'm not sure. What's up, Anima? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Good to see you as always. Let's honestly just get the fuck out. A little bag of loots. Not too shabby. Didn't find any things we need though, but that's okay. Check 6 med bags, so that's good enough. All at a W, get out. Maybe get a resort spawn in the next one. I guess hidden caches might have a good chance of PMs. And that's a good way to find your PMs. To be fair, most people just hold on to them at some point. I want to see, like, maybe next wipe, like, play with no flea market or play with the flea market and see how fast I can level up. But last time I did that, I got bored so incredibly quickly. And I don't really like the idea of, like, making progress on an account that I'm not going to progress with. Like, keep it, like, for the rest of the wipe. So, I don't know. It just feels a bit meh. But, like, I don't know. I want to, like, kind of prove that I can do it. If that makes sense? To myself. Not to anybody else, really, but to myself. And also see. You know what I mean? But I don't think I'd actually have that much fun. So, it just seems silly. Is there anything in here? I never go in here. I don't remember which of these buildings actually have loot. I've been looting them a lot lately, though. There's a toolbox. I've been looting this little town a lot, and honestly, it's pretty decent. Like, there's actually decent stuff. Alright, let's just get out of here and run it back. Used to be able to... There you go. Good jump. We'll just hopefully get a resort spawn on the next one. If I do these 6 shoreline extractions and then I do the Ollie database quest, we'll get Ragman level 3, which would be really nice as well. So that and the injector case, and then maybe like 1 or 2 other like easy tasks is kind of like all I aim to do today. I could get the stash upgrade because I do have the money now, but that's gonna take like a full day of collecting shit, which is kind of a pain in the ass. I do want to do some interchange, actually. What other maps really have that much med items? I mean, customs isn't actually a bad one. We can do some customs. I didn't hate the customs I did yesterday, honestly. I did night customs, though. Night customs worked out better, I felt like. But the daytime customs weren't too bad, either. I might want to, do more, like... raids in between time frames, if that makes sense. Less like the flat, like, daytime ones. Because those are the raids, more so at the start of the wipe, though. Nowadays, like, I think there's less people, so the lobbies aren't as full. It does feel that way. But at the start of the wipe, the lobbies are just so full. Whereas if you do, like, the daytime, like, half daytime mid ones, I feel like you see less people. But to be fair, even at... It's like at the start of the wipe, every lobby is going to be full, I guess, right? I don't know. I'm curious how much this key is worth, though. Obviously not to sell it, but just to see how much it's worth. Honestly, as long as I get into the extract, I really don't care about the extract campers that much, because then they can't get your loot. So I usually just take my time until I get into the extract and then just hold W into it, because then even if they kill me, they don't get anything. So it's like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Fuck you. You want to extract camp? You want to sit there for 30 minutes? Well, you don't get anything from it. So and it's not like I need the loot that badly. Obviously, they need it for some reason. I mean, maybe they're just there to ruin other people's time. That's also potential. But hold W in there, and then they can't get my stuff. So, I am gonna start. I've been selling my IFAKs, so I'm gonna slowly burn through all my IFAKs and AFAKs that I have because I wanted to start using Salawas. I should have done this a lot earlier, to be fair. I don't know why I didn't start earlier. Once I can buy Salawas, that should just be what I'm doing. If I collect the Salawas, it saves me some money, but I shouldn't be using IFAKs and stuff if I can avoid it, because there's no reason to. I'll use them until I run out, and then I'll start just selling them. Honestly, this will be quite a decent chunk of money. Keep that. How much is this key worth? Only 64k. Might just be because it's late in the wipe, or later in the wipe, so like, you know, there's a lot of them in rotation. Or it might just be not a very expensive key, I'm not actually sure. I don't know the lighthouse keys at all. They weren't a thing when I played last. Those are definitely new to me. Alright, we made 400k there. Didn't get any of the med items we need, which kind of sucks. Did get a new key, though. Food and drink. I think we're all good to go again, to be honest, yeah. I do have some insurance, though. Put that, and then we're good. We'll do another shoreline. I need to extract from shoreline 6 times, so. Another shoreline. I have... That's fine. Helmet and comm tags for days. Let's just do another shoreline. There is chance for cultists in this one. P90 with a scope. Honestly, kind of... Where the fuck is the rain, man? Where the fuck is the rain? Why have they not added the rain back in yet? How can we play Tarkov for like a month without rain? Rain is like part of the Tarkov suffering. It's like a very important, integral part of the suffering. Like, we need the rain. Where's it at? I feel like they're not adding it back in because everybody was complaining about it. That's some pandering. Okay? Give us rain, yeah. I actually really like the Tarkov rain, to be honest. No snow, no rain. I wonder if it was maybe, like, if it rains right now... I like the rain. I like it too. I like it too. It's like, it's fun. It's atmospheric. It's so atmospheric. Like, it really adds vibes. And it covers up your footsteps a little bit. You know, like, it's harder to hear things. Like, it's kind of fun. It really, like, Tarkov with the rain has some fucking... Tarkov nighttime with rain, yo, that shit goes hard. Like, that shit goes, like, it's so atmospheric. The rain, like, letting up, like, while you're in combat and stuff is really cool, too. Or, like, getting heavier. Pretty fun. I really like the rain. I really like weather changes in this game. I feel like it adds a lot. I'm telling you that I really wish they would just have one queue. Like, I fully support this idea. I wish that there was only one queue for every map. And just every map is exactly the same. And it's just one time frame, one weather condition. And it just rotates as it does now. But you can't select from 2 different time periods. And the time that it takes in raid for things to change is the exact time it takes for things to change out of raid. So maybe speed it up a little bit, but have it 1-to-1. So if you exit a raid at sunset, if you go back into another raid, it's going to be nighttime. And so you kind of like feel like there's this like kind of continuity of surviving. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you know, I left that raid. It was sunset. Next raid, I'll bring in some night vision. You know what I mean? Like, or going with the flashlight. And everybody would be playing in the same queue as each other. Or like, oh, it just started raining last time I left. It might still be raining. You know what I mean? Like, and you would know that going in, which would be kind of cool. I really would like that. I really would like that. I feel like it would add such like a feeling of like immersion and continuity. And it would create for some cool experiences, I feel like. You know what I mean? But I know they'll never do that because so many people would just stop playing the game. They'd be like, oh, it's nighttime. I'll just turn the game off. Come back in, you know, like an hour. You know what I mean? Like, but I also think there'd be a lot of people who would finally give nighttime raids like a decent try because they'd be like, fuck, I really want to complete this task. I really want to find this item. I really want to, you know, like just keep playing the game. But it's nighttime. And they'd be like, ah, fuck it. I'll just give it a try. You know what I mean? Like, I want to play the game so bad. I don't give a fuck, right? And so they play nighttime and they're like, oh, shit. I kind of like this. You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of cool. I think that genuinely would happen. I think there would still be some people who would just be like, ah, fuck this shit. I hate it. But I think there would be a lot of people who would be like, oh, you know, nighttime raids are actually pretty fun. Because nighttime raids just don't have enough people, man. They need more people. They need more people doing things. To be fair, it might be that there's lots of people. It's just harder to find them, which I do think is true. But I also think that it's a lot of, like, there is less people doing night raids, like 100%. And also, it's just like the people who are doing night raids, like, it's a small category of people who are like the people who enjoy them. And then there's the people who don't want to fight. You know what I mean? Like, they have no intention to fight people. Whereas we want more of, like, some more of the, like, in-between people to play night raids, if that makes sense. The people who are down to fight, but they're not, like, they're not going to run away from a fight, if that makes sense. But they're not going to, like, look for a fight. They're just there to play the raid as normal, do whatever kind of objective they have. It just so happens that it's nighttime. You know what I mean? This spawn fucking sucks. Like, bad. This is probably one of the worst spawns on this map, I feel like. All the spawns on this side of the map are bad, in my opinion. Not all of them, to be fair, but the ones, like, on this far side, you know what I mean? Like, they're, like, deep in the west wing. Or east wing, sorry. Anything that's, like, deep in the east wing is, like, I think just really kind of not great. At least the other map, there's like lots of loot, and there's path, or at least the other side, there's lots of loot and path to lighthouse, so you can just leave. You can loot some stuff, leave, and it feels like kind of a natural raid over there. This part of the map doesn't feel good. What do I even do here, man? I guess I slowly walk this way and go to the, like, scrapyard. Guess so. What the fuck was that? Is that a bug, or did I actually get shot at? I'm not sure. That might have been a bug, or I might have gotten shot at. I'm genuinely no clue. I like Shoreline. I hate the spawns, though. But I don't know how else they do it. I really think that they should just rethink, like, I guess it makes them have to buy less servers. But it would also make the servers run better if they just reduced the player numbers. I feel like reducing the player numbers would be good, but it would mean that they have to buy more servers. Because otherwise the matching time would go up. But what's the point of having 12 PMCs on the map if 4 of them die to spawn fights, like, within the first 5 minutes? You know what I mean? Like, unless the devs want there to be spawn fights, and for some of the people that just die right off spawn, like, what's the point of it? You know what I mean? Like, it just reduced the number of players in the map by 4 and called it a day. You know what I mean? He's doing like a little spin. But sadly, we're stuck with the terrible spawns that we have. See, it said 106 on this guy, right? What the fuck? Guess that'll be why it was 106. His gun didn't load in, so I didn't even think about it. Guess that was why it was 106. Maybe it's something in his rig. No. Got a suppressor and a fucking red dot. What a crazy man. This guy was kitted. Got like a little customized weapon and everything. I hate spawning on the side of the map. Maybe we do some woods instead. Or customs. Customs might not be too bad. I think that Lackey is probably right, now that he's clarified a bit more, that they were probably resort, like, cultists. So I think they only spawn at the resort and at the lighthouse. One of those two places. It would make sense, because there's only 2 spawns on every other map, right? Because Woods only has 2. Customs only has 2. Factory probably only has 1, but I mean, it's a full map, so. We'll just loot up over here. There's not med loot here, though, sadly. There's some medical supply crate or 2, but not much. Are they just a scav? I don't feel like the scavs usually come out that far, though. Yeah. for a little stroll. Barely see him. Shit, he made a lot of noise. Not ideal. Hey, scabs have some kitted weaponry, dude. Does that look like a guy? Like a blow-up figurine, like at a car dealership. There's a couple medical supply crates, not much though. Only like 2. We probably won't get anything, but that's fine. Check it out. This place is really good for loot though, genuinely. People don't check it out, but there's some good stuff here. I mean, probably at least one person a raid comes through here. I would assume. Like, whether it be a player scav or a DMC, at least one person a raid comes through here and gets all the goodies. It's like 1 to 2 people worth of loot, I feel like. If you're a group, you're not really going to get too much from here, I feel like. Although, to be fair, I say that my looting is very different to everybody else's because I don't use the flea market, so I don't actually know. Because, like, I mean, are nails still worth something? I don't know. D-plugs worth anything? I don't know. So I can't really say. But I like not having to care about everything's fucking value, though. It's actually really relieving. I can just remember what everything's worth. I don't have to, like, check. Like, keep track. Nothing, really? That's disappointing. But the loot here is, like, pretty decent, like, genuinely. I find moonshine here not regularly, I'd say, but enough that if I was looking for moonshine, I'd probably check this place every now and then. Woods also has a lot of good moonshine, I feel like. I don't think you can find moonshine in ration boxes, though. A lot of loot here, though, man. A lot of goodies. A lot of fucking goodies. Too many goodies, apparently. Let's go on the alpha nut edge. What? EKO 6 can't go on an alpha 9? Really? Okay. Strange. I mean, there's a lot more loot that I haven't looted. I got exit camped by somebody once in that fucking... Along the wall, they're in a bush. They called themselves a professional exit camper. Every time I come through here now, that's all I can think about is them sitting in that fucking bush alongside the wall. So I don't take that route anymore. Go this way instead. I'm not sure if this way is really safer, but lets me avoid that bush, so. I didn't check if somebody had taken the car. Yeah, we're all good though. I want to check this for moonshine, because moonshine's actually pretty valuable. Thermite. How much sugar I've gotten. A lot of sugar, man. Oh, an H2O2. Look at that. Look at that. What the fuck do I drop? Buckwheat. Okay, that's one H2O2. One out of like the 15 that I need for my injector case. If we get a resort spawn though, I can get like 4 or 5 in a run. I just need a good spawn. We can also go woods or customs. Customs has a lot of medicals and stronghold. I don't like to sit down there by the car because people throw grenades on top of it. But it's like a pretty safe position, so a lot of people like to sit just by the car, or by the rock side. But if I sit here, grenade won't get me unless they miss, to be fair. So. Also, you're like really safe here, I feel like. Although headsets don't work unless you're facing the direction, right? So. Somebody could walk up behind me. I wouldn't hear them until they're pretty close. Pretty boring raid, but good amount of money. Can't complain. Can't complain. If I get a, and we got one H2O2 actually. If I get a resort spawn though, I'll go resort and we'll get tons. But I do need to survive on shoreline 6 times, so. You always cut it so close. Wow, I don't want to be sitting next to the car, right? Because, like, the car is what everybody's going to be looking at. You know what I mean? So I want to sit by the car as little as possible. So I try and cut it as close as possible. I usually go for it when there's about 10 seconds left. Usually sit, like, 5 to 7 seconds away and then go when there's, like, 10 seconds left. But sometimes I do cut it way too close. I haven't missed the car once today. Should be okay. Oh, maybe not. Fuck, man. Is that just Twitch, though? Because it's... I don't know, man. I don't know if it's Twitch. I don't know if it's my internet. I don't. So frustrating. 2 keys. A Jaeger level 4. Key at Jaeger level 4. What the fuck is that key? I do not recognize that key. This trade's for some kind of weapon, which is hard to acquire. Oh yeah, the RPDN. Keep that though. If I find one more eagle, I can get another ammo box. So I'll keep that, I guess. Batteries. Sell that shit. I can buy these, right? Almost certainly. What the fuck? Oh, that's a required search. Oops. No, level 4 for these AUG suppressors. I guess I'll keep that then. I don't know. I apologize for the internet issues. I mean, I just don't know. It was mostly fine yesterday. Actually, it was like pretty much completely fine yesterday, wasn't it? I don't remember having any issues yesterday. If I trade that sodium for an AFAC, an IFAC, and then I sell it, worth quite a bit. Made like 500k there. Not bad. Then we got an H2O2. Single H2O2.